Hey YouTube, coming at you with submitted battle, and not even gonna lie, I'm 100% choosing it because they said they are currently attending McMaster University for my undergrad, and it's cool to see one of my favorite YouTubers is also a McMaster alumni. I've been looking to improve and appreciate any harsh criticism that you may have. So yes, that's my undergrad at McMaster before I moved to Ottawa. So I was like, yes, let's do it. And then I looked at the team, and I'm like, okay, this is actually a fairly meta, somewhat smart team, right? Gligar is your flyer. You got JELLICENT that is very strong as like so you got Empoleon like weak to fighting. You're double weak to electric on this team with JELLICENT and Empoleon. There's not a ton of electric in this meta right now. But Empoleon weak to fighting. You have Gligar and JELLICENT that'll deal with the fighters. Gligar weak to ice. JELLICENT is will deal with ice. So it makes sense from a team perspective. So let's see some battles. Obviously, they are a veteran rank, so okay, decent ranking right now. Mantine. So I'm going to instant swap into JELLICENT. They are staying in, farming a lot, so they're probably around like 2 aerial aces already. Trying to fast move time properly, so 1 in a throw is nice. We'll get this off. Good chip. They will have definitely another one. It won't take you out. It'll probably put you in wing attack range. Maybe not. Yeah, so now they get the 1 and quick off before you get yours off because 2 versus 3. So they're just loaded with energy. Maybe that's something. Again, that's something that if you're counting their energy, because you already had a surf here, right? So I always say don't let fast move optimization, and you have a shadow ball too. Don't let fast move optimization be the sort of detriment of like just taking a matchup, or don't take another move when you don't have to, stuff like that, right? So you have moves to take them out, but you're trying to do the 1 fast move throw because that's the optimization for fast move, right? They have a 2-turn fast move, you have a 3-turn fast move. To minimize the energy they get, you throw on the odds. No, not odds. You throw on 1. Yeah, 1, 3, 5. Is it all the odds? I think it's all the odd ones. So that's what you're trying to do. But in doing so, you kind of knew they were loaded, so they already had to move. So because you tried to optimize fast move, you end up having to take this charge move, as opposed to like if you just like say screw it, I'm not going to worry about that wing attack. I'm just going to throw the move to force a shield. That puts you in a good situation, because now what this did was basically put you in a situation where you had to shield their move to be able to not go down with all this energy. So if it's up to them, like they probably let this go and just come in with an advantage here. So lucky for you, it is a Gligar, so this will do super effective with the surf. So you may grab a shield back. And now they only got like 3. So you can come Empoleon and just shield the dig, or you can just come mirror match Gligar. It's depending what you're reading in the back. This is okay. I understand like not wanting to come in 3 behind on wing attack, because then they'll get to the dig before you get to your move, and then it's kind of like a bait game, and that can get tricky. So going to throw the aerial ace here. This won't take out. I would definitely throw right away here just to force that. If they shield, you're going to have to get out immediately. So they don't, even if they don't, nice auto pivot. So now it comes down to a team read that you just get screwed here. So I didn't even think about the team read until I just realized what the team was, and then this is where you messed up the team read. Team reading is tough, right? Because not everyone team builds the same. However, double flyer strategy with Gligar being one of the flyers, Gligar Mantine, is a very, very common strategy. And almost always the third is Annihilate, right? So fighter. And Annihilate is banned, so Poliwrath is the next obvious man up, right? Because you have 2 flyers that are generally, I know Gligar has dig, but 2 are going to be generally have problems with steals they're going to have an answer for Steel and back, whether it be a Poliwrath. Usually it's Annihilate. Poliwrath is the next obvious in this, and then like Quagsire Whiscash is also sometimes used because, again, deal with steals. All of which would generally have a pretty good matchup against Empoleon. Now, Quagsire has a little bit less of a strong matchup because it's running Aquatail Stone Edge now. But nonetheless, you just need to, like, when you see that double flyer, just know that more often than not, it's going to be a fighter or a mud boy to deal with that. And then you could think about that and then align Empoleon back onto the Gligar and then the Gligar onto their fighter sort of thing. Okay, so with this one, you have two better answers in the back, realistically, because your wing attacker is resisted. These rock throws are adding up. If they get to a Moonblast, it's gonna chip a bunch. You will be able to take it, so nice hold back. You can do one of two ways. You can get a couple Aerial Aces off and then try and just like Steel Wing down, or just throw one and come in Surf, because that's all it's basically gonna need after this. Again, I know you're just trying to like take a move and then fast move properly on the one here. I can see that. Again, it's a non-shadow, so maybe Surf doesn't take it out from here. But if it does take it out from here, you probably should have put that pressure on it before they threw the dig, right? Because if they have a ton of energy and you're at your Surf, like, don't over farm just for the sake of being able to align fast move optimization easily. Just get that move off and force that shield. Again, this is a bait worthy. Yeah, 100%. This is where you bait. They have one Pokemon left, and it has two shields. They're going to start using all of them immediately. I like this too. Just grab that second shield or take it out. Okay, so they go down there, and then, yeah, you could just that. If the only thing I would suggest is you landed it and then swapped, which is fine. If you did not land that, I think I take a couple more counters and just go down there before I come in with Empoleon, because basically what's going to happen is they're going to have two moves, both of them resisted, but both of them chance to lower your attack. So basically I let that Jellicent go down. I come in Empoleon, start getting ahead, start getting some energy, taking those super effective counters. The move that they're throwing is potentially going to lower my attack, so just make sure I can reset that on the Gligar before I get to the Drill Peck and going with the Drill Peck to take it out, sort of thing. Okay, Defense Deoxys. I assume that they will Psycho Boost and Bail, because that's usually how this front matchup works when Defense Deoxys is on the lead. So, and they bail into a Gligar. Again, we'll see if you just do the throw and then Jellicent answer here. That's exactly what's going to happen. See, okay, that's just an Aerial Ace, so don't even need to worry about this too much. I would go into, yeah, see, again, I don't like I know you're trying to fast move time optimize. I don't like taking this move. There's really no reason to take this move, especially with like Defense Deoxys as a counter user on the front, not be able to do much. And then you just put yourself low for whatever's in the back to potentially farm you down unnecessarily. So you do get to another move because you do get, don't get me wrong, there is the option of still over farming, and yeah, it's punished here, of like over farming and having a move coming out, and then they get less energy. Like, I can say it from that perspective, but I still don't like just taking a move unnecessarily there. So good lead. They get into Mantine. Going into the Jellicent. This is close. Because Hex is just a little slow on energy, and the Wing Attack Aerial Ace is a very fast combo. So if they shield one, it's going to be tricky for you to keep here. I know Jellicent's pretty tanky, but these Wing Attack Aerial Aces are going to come pretty fast, and Mantine is also tanky. So now you're doing this. So I think next time, if you really want to keep switch, you throw an Aerial Ace onto the Mantine first to put it in one Shadow Ball range, because Shadow Ball is not going to KO from this range, and now you need to Surf, and they may outpace you. You maybe get to Surf, yeah. It's close, but if you like threw the Aerial Ace it takes it low enough that it's one Shadow Ball range and then really puts pressure on them. So now they're going to fight for Switch. Yep, they fought for Switch. Everything's resisted here, so that's fine. You can come in here and just take the resisted move. They do have 2 though, right? Because they farm so much. That's fine though. You take 2 resisted moves. Still does a lot of damage to an Empoleon. Registeel comes in. Hydro probably from a Shadow probably does at least 50. So can you get 2 off before they get to a move? No. I think it's worth the shield. And even if they lower your attack with Zap Cannon, okay, they go Focus Blast. So I would farm up a bit here. No. I mean, this may work. Let's see how this plays out. One Surf is not going to take you out, and then having a couple wing attacks there allows you to get to the second move. Because one Surf should not take you out here. Especially as a non-Shadow, you should live a Surf, even though it's super effective. And they're going to need to get a second one off, and they won't, and now they can't get a Zap Cannon off. That's fine. They will get a Zap Cannon off. No, actually, you're going to outpace significantly. I hate Registeel. I understand how strong it is in the Ultra League. I think it's overrated in the Great League, and I hate no fast move damage and then just relying on your nukes, and sometimes the nukes don't one-shot. So you're just... I don't like it. Anyways, Dragonite. This is an interesting one, because Dragonite's going to come really fast. So you are going to... You can live. It's going to really hurt if you do it. You'll be like a couple HP. You should be able to get to 2 air. Nice catch. Nice catch. Could you have got that catch? Could you have got that catch? There is... I'm going to do a whole video on catching, because there are times you can catch. And from your perspective, when you're already at 10 wing attacks, you're getting pretty close to that 100 energy, so you're going to have to dump real soon. And you dumped right when you got to the back-to-back moves. So potentially you can argue there's an option, like a rationale that you know that you're going to catch there. But yeah, catching is a tricky one. There's no cut and dry sort of thing. So Shadow Ball does take out. Not surprising. They are saving. I would even go Surf here. Yeah, you can't let your Pokemon go down with energy. Surf is more than enough. Like, if you saw my past videos, I don't know how long you've been a subscriber, but I've played out on both ends that Dragonite versus Lantern matchup, and you are so surprised how much Surf does to a Shadow Dragonite. It's a lot. So the Shadow Dragonite is very, very, very glassy in the Great League. Just get that chip for Surf, because now I bet you would have either taken it out or put it within like wing attack range. And now you have to burn energy. You lost the energy on Jellicent. You're going to have to burn energy here. They can shield and take Switch here. You're going to try and not allow them. This could be superpower. You need to respect that. Now you're down to 0 shields with whatever's in the back. And it's a Jellicent. So this game is probably over. Going for the Drill Peck. Not enough takeout. Shadow Ball will take out. Yeah, like I don't know if you win anyways. I think you probably lose anyways, but yeah, definitely throw that Surf there. So what are you taking at McMaster? I love my time there. I did so much stuff there. Not mirror match, but like 2 flyers. Shadow Ball potentially versus the Poison Fang bait game here. It is just a Poison Fang. I wasn't counting. Did they even get to the Shadow Ball? Or is that just a good call? And with that call, you should be able to just outpace and dominate here. So get to the move. If they want, they could shield. But at this point, I probably just like even if they do, let it go. It's not like you need switch a ton on this team. It's probably just a Poison Fang. You may be able to get to another move, and you do. And they catch it. So they gave up Switch too, and it's a Runerigus. So this is a Jellicent. So the only thing I'm worried about here is that they are half ground. So they're going to have a ground move. It's going to be Sand Tomb, but it's a ground move, and it's super effective against a Empoleon. So I was thinking go Jellicent for Hex and Surf it and just quickly do it that way, but if you're going to shield anyways, I guess it's okay to get head on energy here. Escav, get that drill hydro off. Whoa, this game almost did not allow you to, so getting that off is great. Go in with the Jellicent. Drone hurts, you'll live with ease. Like this is a very, very comfortable matchup for one more. Nice attempt at a catch. Could it be Shadow Ball? I don't know. I was not counting. Just a Poison Fang. You could throw right away, and then you might want to honestly reset. Because you'll live a drill run on a non-lowering. Oh yeah, okay, take it out. If that did not KO, I would instant reset on the Gligar, because lower the defense, maybe drill run takes you out from that range, but it would not take you out from full, like not lowered attack sort of thing, defense. Obstagoon. So this is kind of where you want to see it, right? Because you got a Ghost in the back and something weak to fighting in the back. So this is definitely where you want to see it. You want to play this out here. Get the Night Slash. No boost, please. No boost. Excellent. They were aware their catch was coming. So again, you're just going to go, my guess is Aerial Ace and then Jellicent, as we've seen multiple times before. Yeah, you take the move. That's fine. You take this move. You got to save it for the Night Slashes, which are super effective. So Dig does hurt, but Night Slashes come pretty quick. They shield because they are going to try and fight for Switch here. And I think it's worth shielding and fighting for Switch. Because it's just such a bad matchup with Empoleon. Like those counters are going to add up real quick. So I think it's worth fighting for. I think smartly took it to the 1. Let's get some chip off here. Because what they're probably going to do is, knowing that your Ghost move is like triple resisted, maybe they throw right before you get to your next Surf. Yeah, farm up a bit, get this Night Slash off, maybe boost. Probably have a Night Slash here. You can live, so you don't need to shield this. And then I'm guessing they're going to go into whatever's in the back here. Yep, and it's a Jellicent. Yeah, I don't mind throwing the Dig because you only have Drill Peck with Empoleon, but I would instant swap here. Yeah, you kind of have to shield this, but you let them potentially bait you. Okay, good. Shadow Ball. Yeah, you got to farm. You got to come out with at least another move. Drill Peck will 100% take off from this range, so I want to see how they play it. They're going to just try and counter you down and come out with 2 moves. They don't need 2 moves, or they may just get to 2 moves and throw them. But I don't think it'll be close. I don't think they can. Ooh, 1 HP. Yeah, you both played that right. I think that was their sort of only win con, and that over farm on the Jellicent allowed you to get to that very, very close 1 HP throw there. So Empoleon, bad lead. This seems like a Jellicent instant swap. Yep. Get hit with her Superior instant swap. So that's rough. Not much you can do. Yeah, just go straight Shadow Ball. You maybe live a Frenzy from this range. Maybe not. These Vine Whips are really adding up, and they overfarmed a ton. If you're living, it's like with 1 HP. No, you're not living. And now they have some extra energy, and now they're going to get to a Frenzy. You just kind of have to let it go. It's going to hurt, but you just let it go. You farm. You get to the Dig. Is this another Frenzy, or is this just an Aerial Ace? Yeah, I think you have to let that Aerial Ace go. I think you let the Aerial Ace go. You take the 2 shields. You get this Dig off. You grab the 1 shield. Ooh, they let it go. Interesting. Game over anyways. This was just a hard count. There's nothing you could do here. There's literally nothing you could do here. These are the types of matchups that you just like go, okay, on to the next one. It's just a hard counter. There's, yeah, nothing you can do. You're actually playing this out? Okay. Okay. That's fine. You can play this out, but there is no win con. The win con is the game freezes for them and bugs out. That's your win con. See if you instant swap Jellicent again. Yeah, you can instant swap Jellicent. You can also, like how, again, you don't need to play the way I would play, but how I would play that is I would go Wing Attack Air Lace as well, because their Mantine is likely to try and farm to a Water Pulse Ice Beam to try and fake you out. So you can get the Wing Attack Air Lace off no problem on that matchup, and then that will chip them a good amount to put them in Shadow Ball range. And then you still take the move on Jellicent, which is full health. So that's the way I play it. Again, you don't have to. Going straight Jellicent is fine, right? They clearly do not have an answer for Jellicent that they're coming in here. They'll live 2, and they will get off a... Even a Psychic Fangs in this range is probably going to take you out. No, 1 Dragon Tail, which is maybe even worse, because then you get a little bit of... This is tough. If it's a Psychic Fangs, I get it, because Dragon Tail and Psychic Fangs are resisted. And you get a little bit of energy here. Maybe they don't have... Okay, there's your answer here. So you gotta... No, again, you can't take this move. You gotta put pressure on the Poliwrath. Especially when you're both 2-turn fast moves. You need to put the pressure on the Poliwrath with the Aerial Ace. So you're over farming a ton, but now your attack is lowered. See, if you did that if you threw that Aerial Ace before, they would either be forced to shield, or you would have done like a ton of chip, and that would have changed this back end matchup. Gonna take this, knowing that the counter is resisted, so it needs to farm down here. They still may just try and counter all the way down. It's gonna be close if they can do it. They should be able to do it. But the question is, can you then get to a Drill Peck here? They let it go, knowing they can live 1 and your attack was lowered, so they could live 1. And now they're going to force you to outpace them here. And you cannot. Do they have 2 moves? If they don't have 2 moves, this is dumb. They should just go for the counter down. But if they have 2 moves, obviously throw. But if they don't, that's what's going to happen. Yeah. You're so low there, and they're so low. They're unless they have back-to-back moves, they're not going to get to... Because they're going to give up a Wing Attack every time, right? Because they have a 2-turn counter fast move, and you have a 2-turn fast move. So they can't even optimize. They just have to give up the full Wing Attack. So throwing a charge move is going to give up a Wing Attack. So giving up that 1 Wing Attack when they're so low is just like a killer. So at that point, you just have to try and commit to the farm down if you're them. Okay, Dragonite, again, we've seen this. This is tricky. I would, again, throw the Aerial Ace right away to try and pressure this. Okay, they try to catch. Where do you go, though? You almost stay in this matchup. Yeah, with a Mud Shot Greedent. There's an argument that you just stay, because Jellicent's going to be double resisted on that stuff. Empoleon would take super effective Mud Shots. And the Mud Shot is resisted. So, yeah, I think it's actually worth just playing this matchup out. That's probably what I would do, too. They'll outpace you, though. There's not much you can do. I think you just let this go, and whether you want to come and try and, very, very aggressive resisted Hex or just get the 2. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. And it is a Registeel, so clearly they do not have a super answer. This is an okay answer. Thing with the Hydro is that we saw it does 50%. Got a shield because everything will one-shot you here. You will be able to get to at least 1 more Hydro here before. This will probably get a shield back, and then how do you play this out? Do you try and catch? Do you just commit the 2 shields and then try and take this as low as you can? They Zapkin you. Do not lower your defense. So it looks like you're going to play out. Basically what you're going to do is you're just going to play this out in the 2. You either try and catch a Focus Blast, or you just let this go down. Okay, they let it go with the Dragonite. Interesting. So catch the Dragon Claw. You're at a move. Oh, caught the superpower. Oh, deadly. Yeah, I guess Dragon Claw is resisted, but there is Shadow Dragonite and a Shadow Empoleon. I feel like a Dragon Claw would be sufficient. But they give up the superpower, lower their attack, resisted. Nice catch. Yeah, so I think the only thing that I would say, again, it's not like a you must do this, but it's one of those like, sorry, I'm just playing with my background now. It's one of those, I always say, I understand fast move optimization. Fast move optimization is an important part of the game. I have put out a video in the last year on fast move optimization. So if you want to check that out to know what I'm talking about, but it's basically minimizing the amount of energy you give your opponent. So again, the obvious one was the 3 versus 2 move. So Hex is a 3-turn move, and most of those either wing attacks and stuff was a 2-turn move, counter. So you're trying to throw it on like the odds 1, 3, 5, all the way through. Yeah, 7. Yeah. So to minimize the amount of energy your opponent gets, but at that same time, you often let your opponent get through like a second move that forced you to shield, or even if you didn't need to shield, it's a second move that they got off that they then potentially don't need to shield their Pokemon because they don't have any energy left, right? So just that, I play that a bit different. But otherwise, I like the team. Like it played out pretty well. We didn't see any electric. Again, there's not a lot of electric in this meta right now. So yeah, thanks for the submission. Hope everyone had a good Go Fest. I'm trying to figure out when this is going to go up. Maybe Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I hope everyone had a good Go Fest. I doubt I'll do a wrap up for Go Fest. Maybe I'll just like do one of these. I'll probably do like on a Monday video, or no, I'm probably gonna shoot it in advance. Maybe like a Tuesday video. I'll just like at the end of one of the videos just talk for like a couple minutes about like my Go Fest experience. I'll just like label it. I'll be like this team plus Go Fest wrap up rant or talk in like a Tuesday video. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the submission, and I will see you guys in the next one.